Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining my channel Cloud and Coffee with Navneet. In this video, we are going to learn about how you can able to use AWS Glue Data Catalog to identify change in AWS, change in the source schema. So even before we go and understand the process, let's understand why we have to identify change in source schema in very first place itself. So I will be for this for you to make you understand, I will be using this simple example where you are having this ETL pipeline built, where you will be extracting the data from two different data sources, performing some kind of transformation and writing to your ADW, Enterprise Data Warehouse, and then you have a different consumptions layer where you will be having the BI which is consuming, and as well as you're having the web application you're consuming. When you work with the ADW, you have to define, it works on a principle called schema on a write. So it means you have to define the schema upfront before even writing to the data on ADW. And when you will be writing, when you will be writing to your EDW, you will be performing some kind of a mapping here in terms of the column name as well as a data type. So what will happen if there are a change in the source data, right? So if there is change in the source data, whether in your data lake or in your database, the mapping is not going to happen, because then you will be getting an error in your ETL job, such as like this column is not found, or the data type is there is a mismatch in the data type, right? So if that will happen, your ETL job fail, and if your ETL job will fail, then you will be not having your data being ingested to your EDW, right? And then all those application which is rely on EDW will start failing, right? So if there are changes in source schema, then entire downstream application process from ETL to EDW to BI, everything start having some issues there. So that's why as a data engineer, it's very important for us to even to go and identify in upfront if there are a change in a schema happening in very first place itself, right? So this way we will be ensuring our ETL pipeline is not failing, or if there are changes in the schema, we will be getting a notification. So we are kind of proactive in nature. So hey, we got this notification, maybe there are change in the schema, I will go and update my ETL job accordingly, or I can automate this entire process where I will be going and updating my target databases, as well as if there are anything we have to go and update within the application, we can go up and make a changes there too, right? So what we're looking to do in this demo or in this video is I have implemented this blog which is being written by my friend Narendra, my colleague and friend Narendra Gupta, as well as by me, where we have been kind of walking you through the entire process and why this is very important in the very first place itself. What we also did is we have kind of outputting that to a CloudWatch, so that can be used for further processing. Also, we have been sending as a notification using the SNS. In my demo, I will be not I have just committed the SNS part, but you can able to, when you be looking to have a SNS enable, you can able to do that as well. If you're looking to follow along, I will be not kind of walking you through how to create the crawler, how to create databases, how to create SNS topic, everything as such, because that is very self-explanatory in this blog itself. You can follow along and able to get created. I will explaining you what we're doing within the what we're doing in this code, and then show you an example, a real-time example. So what I did here is I have ended up creating this this table called customer table. This is how the data of the customer table look like. So let's go and have a look. So I will be going into the AWS Glue. I think it's open here. Let me go within the AWS Glue. I am having this database. This is how it's been cataloged, and we are having this customer. So this is how my actual definition of my table look like. Now I will be going and updating the schema. In order for me to update the schema, I will be doing a couple of things. I will be going and let me make this change. I will be going and calling it IID, right? So this is there. I went ahead and customer SK. First of all, I changed the column name. Second, I will be going and changing the data type to from integer to string. Do two changes. Thereafter I will be going and deleting this column. Thereafter I will be going and adding a column, so a new column. So we have made 4 different changes. One is we have changed the column name, other is we have changed the data type, the third one is we have deleted the column, the fourth one is we have added the column. So almost all the DML statement basically you can perform on your data, right? So I have tried to mimic everything. So this is what I have saving as a new table version, right? So when I saved as a new table version, if you see here, I have this 2 version created, version 0 which I has initial data. Now I'm having this version 1. So let's go and perform a comparison. So Glue Data Catalog has something called compare versions. So if I go here, and it will be telling me what all things has, and this red is marked as a deleted, this blue is as an edited or moved, green is added, and if you're making any nested changes, it will be reflected in yellow. We do not have any nested data, so it's not showing here. So if you see here, we have this updated or edited this column, so which is being done. We have changed to this from integer to string. We have deleted this column. So when we go and modify the column name, technically it's doing a delete and add. So it's showcasing as a delete as well as showcasing as an add. Thereafter we have deleted this column altogether, and then we have added this column, right? So these are the changes which we have made, which you're able to go and see in the UI. But what if we have to go and build this a process around it? And that's where we have wrote this this script which help you to understand. So let me go back and showcase you the script. Let me copy this table name because I need to have that in my job. Let me update this table name first, and then we will be going and save it. And okay, so this script primarily perform 3 things. One is it compares the schema of a tables within the Glue Data Catalog. Second is it will be, once it perform the comparison, it detect the changes like additions, dropping of the column or deletion of the column, or either modification of the column name or a data type, right? And optionally what we're doing is we will be going and deleting the versions of the table, as well as we are sending the notification if needed, right? And why we need to delete the versions? So if you have, like, you know, if your table which you are making constant changes, or if a table kind of, you know, being there and you have been end up generating too many of versions of the table, right? You may or may not need that older version of the table, right? So you can go and do some cleanup. So this way you're not having too much of a version, right? So if you're writing this job, so it will be pretty fast to compare the version, or else it may, if you have too many versions, then it will be take some time to compare those versions, right? So there, once done, we will be kind of, you know, so let's get start. Let's start understanding what we're doing here. So again, this is very self-explanatory. I will be importing Panda library, Portal 3 just is an AWS SDK for me to work or interact with AWS services. We are using pandas just to, you know, to have the result being stored, to work with all the results here. Thereafter bunch of this glue libraries, right? Thereafter what we're doing is we are initializing this parameter. If you see here, I have hard coded this parameter. You can pass this parameter as a parameter too. So we have this run as a parameter. We can define the job parameter. If you're interested to learn how you can define the job parameter, do comment on do make a comment, and I will create a video there too. Thereafter we are having this. Once we're done with initializing this, initializing the parameter, we have created a couple of functions for us to perform the comparison. So, and we have created two functions. One is final, added, updated, right? this functions compare the column names. We are comparing the column name here, and once we have the compare column names, and we are also comparing the column type in terms of like, okay, if there are a change in the data type. So we are comparing the column name and comparing the data type. If we found any change within the within the old and the new version, we will be just adding that to this empty list. We're calling it column modified. So every time if I found any changes, I will be just appending to this empty list. Same what we're doing is if we found any right, if the new version do not has the column, right, it means the column is dropped. So we will be just appending that and adding this column is dropped. Thereafter we are having this functions where I will be sending the notification. In this function I will be doing nothing, but I will be just making a call to SNS and thus publishing that message, which I will be generating at the end, right? So easy. And then I will be providing this subject name. Thereafter this is again here we are converting this version ID to integer right. So we will be converting this to integer. So just simple things, so be able to make a comparison later. Here we are defining how we are looking to delete the version. Again, we are just making a API call to this patch delete table version. Here let me yeah, I think this is much better. We are just making an API call to patch delete table version. So this way, and then again you will be providing the DB name, table name, which versions to delete, right? So this way it will be deleting all the versions which is not in use. Thereafter, this is where we are actually getting that extracting that information about schema information of your table or from the Glue Data Catalog using this get table versions, right? And then we will be extracting that information. In a response, we will be getting this table versions, and we are extracting in this table version, we are extracting the column names and a type, right? And then making a comparison. Once done, we will be kind of a printing that here. Once the print means, we will be like printing here, so we can get outputted. We can able to put that into our CloudWatch. All right. So and this way we will be having our job done. So let me go ahead and execute this job. In this job, what we're doing is we will be comparing our version 0 and 1, because I only have made one changes. We do not have a multiple versions. If you have a multiple version, you can just change the version 0, 1, 0, 3, 0, 5, so that way you know what all changes has happened from your base version to updated version, right? That can be done. Let me go ahead and run this jobs. I will be running this job, and it may take a few minutes. I mean, it will take 1 minute, approx 1 minute before it complete. I will pause the video here and come back once this job done completing. Fair enough, the job is completed now. So let's go and review the output. So here we will go into the CloudWatch output, as we have print bunch of statement, and look for the output. So this is what we got as an output. So yes, we have changed the data type from integer to string. We altered that, and then we have added a new column. Actually, it's an update, but it's coming as an added a new column. As we said, right, when you're making an change in when you're updating your column name, it will be adding and dropping. So it's added a new column, this C underscore customer with a 4 ID, add as a string, and then we are having this new column we have added as a string, and then we have deleted this old C underscore customer underscore ID, and this is C underscore situations solutions which we have deleted, right? So you got an idea how this works, and thereafter you're able to go and automate. I think there was one person who took my blog and extended that, and kind of how you can automate this entire process using the step functions. If I'm able to find that blog, I will post that blog into the video description. So having said that, if you like this video, please do like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And if you want me to make more such videos, please put into comment and provide what kind of video you want me to make, and I will try my best to make those videos. Thank you very much. Happy learning. Bye.